Okay.
Good evening, Yankees Nation. I'm Ken, aliasly known as Captain Hook, and you're here with the ugly truth. My guest commentator for this evening is going to be the one and only infamous CT Cards. Welcome, CT, and thank you for the help.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
We are
Love
just starting the stream, but CT is going to start out our play-by-play with reading off the Yankee lineup. For those of you who don't know.
Well, today, and thank you everyone who's here. Thank you. We have Paul Goldschmidt. First, we have Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge third, Bellinger fourth. And as I said, I think it's really important we have a lineup like this. I think Goldie being the leadoff is a great idea. So Goldie, Grisham, Judge, Bellinger, Volpe. I still think it needs to be dropped, but I know Ken disagrees with that. Anthony Volpe, and then we have Ben Rice, DJ LeMahieu, Wells, and then we have Peraza. And, we shall see the back half. I think if DJ can keep this up, I think that'll save us here today. That's my feelings on it.
Well, it's not that I disagree or I agree whether Volpe is hitting in the lineup, but like many things in life, you tend to be hit when you least expect it. And if Volpe is hitting third, fifth, ninth, he's going to be presented with opportunities to have to perform.
Exactly. Clutch. He's got to get that clutch. And I think he's just a little more confidence. That's how I feel.
Indeed. Do you have any stats on Will Warren?
Will Warren, give me a second. Give me of course I have the batting, the hitting, pitching. Will Warren this year has got a 4.61 ERA. He's started 9 games, 41 innings pitched. He's given up 37 hits, 23 runs, 21 earned runs, 4 homers, and 17 walks. His whip rate is 1.32 and his average is 234.
So how do you think we're going to fare today? What's your feelings?
I would be very content. I'm content with 5 innings pitched out of Warren, but I'd actually rather see. I think this is the game. This is the big game for Warren. This is the game that he needs to go deep. He needs to go deep in this game. If he can give us 6 and 2/3, 6 and 2/3, get towards 7, I think is going to be very important tonight. If he starts getting hit around early in the game, oh man, we're gonna. You mentioned it in the morning show with Joe on New York Yankee Mania. Yeah, I really want to see this because I believe in Warren all of a sudden, and I had to eat my words. Same thing with DJ. I had to eat my words and go, you know what? Everything I said, I was completely wrong with. And but if we could get minimum 5, but I'd love to see him give us a game where he gives us close to 7 innings. That would be amazing.
I'd love to see that too. I think he's capable of it. He's added in a 2-seam fastball that seems to have a lot of run. He's keeping people on their feet, and it's distracting players from his other breaking pitches. Good things happen when he stays out of the middle of the plate, and I think that he can definitely do that.
I agree. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get this chat to pop up. There we go. I can minimize that. Sorry, guys. Okay, there we go. Now I have the chat. Now I got the stream. Okay, cool. Sorry, I wasn't ready there. Okay,
cool. One of the things to keep your eyes on, Cody Bellinger is on a 13-game hitting streak, and it is the longest of his career. So he could break his career high water mark with a hit tonight, and I'd love to see it.
I think Belly's going to give us at least 2 hits tonight. I bet he walks at least once, and he's going to get 2 hits, and I bet he has 2 RBIs tonight. He's going to continue this. He's on fire right now. I think a lot of people don't realize how good of a player we actually signed, or traded for, whatever you want to call it. And the guy though that has had a little bit of a slump in the last 2 games, I want to say, is Goldie, where he's still come through, but it's weird. I hope tonight we see a difference from Goldie, because he had been going 4 for 5, you know what I mean? Like, he had been, but I expected this, but I just hope this isn't a drop off, because this is what a lot of the Yankee fans who claim they're fans have said, before the season started when we signed Goldschmidt, was that why are we signing him? The guy's too old. We do this all the time, and I want him to prove that wrong. That's all I have.
Here you go. Here's one fact of life that is irrefutable. Paul Goldschmidt on the season has more multi-hit games than any player in Major League Baseball. Any. Ohtani, Judge, any other player. So if he gets 1 hit or gets skunked tonight, I'm not concerned. He is a professional hitter. He's been doing this for 18 years, and he's not going to be surprised.
Yep. And what is give me a second. Where are we at with Goldschmidt? Let me highlight this. So Goldschmidt this year has 59 hits, in 174 at bats.
And we're back to the broadcast.
Oh, sorry.
And no, nothing to apologize for. The Boone brothers are exchanging lineup cards at home plate. So that's a big family thing. I want to give a shout out to the folks that are here. I see that Real Bill P is online with us. We have Cold Italian Pizza. Of course, CT's co-hosting with me, Dev Finch, and FJ. So appreciate y'all being here. And we've already gone over the lineup. However, the Yes Network is now doing that. And first pitch should be out here any second, and we are going to make the call just for you.
Goldie with a 3.39 average right now, 3.39. Who'd have thunk?
Warren had 2 really good games on the road, 17 strikeouts in 2 games. So hence, this will be his, and both those games were on the road. So let's see how he does in front of the home crowd. Looks like Warren is taking his last warm-ups. And God's honest truth, Warren has cut his spurs, and I think he's earned his spot on this rotation. I think he's going to hang with the major league club regardless of when Peoples come back.
He surprised me. He did. And it wasn't that I didn't think he could do this. It was that I thought maybe he was too young. He still needed more.
And Warren sets the first pitch, is in for a strike. Call strike 1. And the 0-1 is fired up. It's a bit high and outside. The count is 1-1. And the batter is Schmidt. And the pitch is fired in, and it's fouled off. The count is now 1-2. Nice 93-mile-an-hour Two-seamer. Warren sets and he fires, and the ball is fouled off once again. So we will redo it again. And Warren fires a curveball down in the dirt. And the ball is fouled off down the first base line.
Warren was drafted by the Yankees in the 8th round of the 2021 MLB draft.
Yep. And Warren sets once again, and he fires the pitch in, and it's swung on. He misses it, but it gets away from Wells, and he's going to make it to first base. Bad break for Warren. It was a strikeout, miss, and Wells didn't square it up. It's one of the reasons that I don't like the on the knees approach to catching. You can't block balls as well.
I agree.
And I see that Joe from NY Yankee Mania is here in the stream. Thank you, brother. Wyatt Langford is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is in there for a call, strike one. And Warren sets. And he fires, and the ball paints the bottom of the strike zone to bring the count to 0-2.
Warren has 50 strikeouts on the year, and his whip is 1.32.
Whip's a little high because of the walks. And the next pitch is a slider down in the dirt to bring the count to 1-2.
Something nice about Warren is his changeup, when controlled, breaks well to the opposite direction of his slider.
Yep.
The dangerous pitch he's got there if he knows how to use it.
Langford is in the box. In the 1-2. It's hit fly ball to Judge. Judge is sitting there, and he records the first out of the inning. For those of you just joining the stream, we're in the top of the first inning with no score on board. There's a runner at first base and one out.
I think it's important he gets out of this inning right now. This will prove that he's ready to go for the night.
And the first pitch is in the dirt. Ball one. Josh Young is the batter up. And the second pitch is down low. The count is now 2-0. And Warren sets and he fires. And the third pitch is down low. Count is now 3-0.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Warren fires a slider that catches the outside corner to bring the count to 3-1. And Warren sets and fires, and the ball is fouled off to bring the count to 3-2.
So Warren's at 16 pitches.
Yeah, they don't have the bug up right now, so you can't tell how many pitches are up and any of the stats.
I don't like that. I don't like that. On ESPN, the same thing. I didn't like that.
And Warren fires over to first base to hold the runner close. Back in diving safe. So that's Warren's first in disengagement. Now he is back on the rubber and he fires. Runner goes, strike three. It's a strike him out, throw him out, double play.
Yes. Yes. Can't make that up.
Holy moly. Austin Wells actually threw a runner out.
Yep. Oh, it's your buddy. It's your bro, Ken. We talked about that.
And Schmidt has a hole in his uniform pants from the slide.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Like I said, he just had to get through the first inning with no damage and no walks, and he's accomplished what we needed to see. So let's hope the confidence transmutes to the rest of his game.
I
How many
agree.
pitches did he end that one with?
17.
Okay, so he's within the range for 6 still.
Yeah, he threw 17 pitches. 11 of them were strikes.
Well, that's what I like to see is him being around the strike zone.
No, he's
All right, FJ, what's the wow for? And the first 3 batters that we were going to see of the inning are Paul Goldschmidt, Trent Grisham, and our captain, Aaron Judge.
Now you got Goldschmidt's 339 average on the year, Trent Grisham 267, and then of course Aaron Judge is still over 400.
Well, we're having a technical difficulty right now because my broadcast has gone blank.
Uh-oh. Do you still see me, Ken?
Huh?
Do you still see me?
No, it's the network. It's not cable or anything else.
Mets 0-0, bottom of the second. Thank you, Joe.
Okay, they are in a commercial break. So obviously, Yes Network knows that they had an issue. They might have been working on the bug. Okay, the first pitch is a sinker to Goldschmidt in for call, strike 1. And he sets and fires, and Goldschmidt hits the ball to the third baseman Young, who fires across the diamond to complete the first out of the inning.
You got to like goalies hustle, though. You got to love that. For a 37-year-old guy to be hustling like that, I give him mad props.
And Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is a ball. Grisham is hitting .267 with 12 home runs, 22 RBIs, and a .959 OPS.
That is a crazy stat right there. There's OPS, almost 1,000.
And the second pitch is away for ball 2. Count is now 2-0. And Grisham fouls a ball. He pops it up behind the plate, and it makes it to the stands.
He has been struggling a little bit at the plate, but he's been having the discipline to get walks. His hits, the last 7 games, he's been at bat 16 times, 2 hits, 1 run, but he has 5 walks. So
and Corbin sets and he fires. The ball is down low, brings our count to 3-1. And Corbin sets. Grisham drops a bunt foul. Count evens or is now 3-2. Well, this is freaking ducky. Torres, the home plate umpire, is the most hitter-friendly umpire in the league.
Sorry.
And Corbin fires. The ball is hit to left field. It's Langford's camped under it, and he records the second out of the inning.
So we got Judge up. He's been at his last 7 games. He's had 20 at-bats, 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 double, 1 home run.
And the first pitch to Judge is up high.
It's time for Judge to hit a home run here. This is where I'm sitting. Tonight's going to be the night that Judge starts keeping this up.
And the second pitch is up high, also for ball 2. Corbin fires, and Judge hits the ball. High fly ball. It's in left center. Langford is there, and he puts it away for the third out. 1-2-3 for the Yankees as we're heading to the top of the second. Score is donut to donut. Nothing much else to report.
Let's see. But we have Bellinger, Volpe, Rice coming up next in the next side of the order.
Yeah, bottom half.
Yeah, bottom half, yep. And Bellinger's, I look at his average right now, 258. I'm telling you, there's something happening here.
Jacob Petruzzi, thanks for hopping into the stream. We appreciate you being here. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and share this out with your friends, families, your dogs, your cats. You're here with CT Cards and Captain Hook.
Somebody got really upset with me, actually, Ken, because you put up the video of saying you were okay and everything, and you said you called yourself Captain Hook. So I said Captain Hook in a video, and somebody was like really mad at me for saying that. And then later on, they're like, "Oh, Ken said that," and I'm like, "I know Ken said that. I wouldn't have. I'm not that type of person." So it was funny. It was funny.
For those of you that don't know, Yankees The Ugly Truth actually hit its 100th subscriber today.
Yes.
That is the first minor achievement for this channel, and I want to thank everybody for their support. I appreciate it.
And what were you at, 96 this morning?
Yep.
Told you. I've been telling Joe the same thing. I said, just patience is a virtue with when you're doing something like this.
And Adolis Garcia is coming up to the plate, and the first pitch is a sinker for call, strike 1.
Garcia's batting .222 on the season with an OBP of 313 or 272 and a slugging of 389.
And the second pitch is in, another sinker for call, strike 2. Count is now 0-2. This is what I like to see, is Warren getting ahead. And Garcia swings through the fastball for strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Go grab some pine, brother.
So we got Seaman coming up. He's batting 174 over the season with an OBP of 267 and a slugging of 234.
Marcus Simeon is a good ball player. He's having an off season.
Yeah, I agree.
And the first pitch is a sinker that has bounced into the camera wall on the third base side. Count is 0-1. And Warren sets and he fires. The pitch is just off the plate to even our count at 1-1. For those of you just joining the stream, the score is 0-0. We're in the top of the second. There is one runner out and a 2-1 count on Marcus Simeon. And Warren sets and fires, and the ball is down low, bringing the count to 3-1. And Warren sets and fires, and the ball is hit foul to bring the count to full 3-2.
This is where Warren needs to get out of this jam here.
He does not seem to be on top of the sinker. He's swinging over the top of all of it. So Warren's sinker has some movement on it. Hey, Ray Klickner, thanks for joining in, brother. Appreciate you being here. And the pitch is in, and it is popped up behind the plate, but it's going to make the stands and be out of play. Wells is awfully odd. I don't often see a catcher who goes after a pop out and leaves his mask on.
That is something strange. I agree with you, Ken. That's something that we brought up in another channel. I'm curious later on what your thoughts are on that.
And Warren sets, and the ball is hit, looped into the right field to Aaron Judge for a base hit. So that'll be the first actual
hit of the game. We got Pedersen up, their DH. He's batting 130. Oof. 259 OBP, and his slugging is 243.
That pitch jammed him, and the powerful Jock Peterson is coming up to bat. He's one that I fear.
Yeah.
First pitch is a sweeper outside. Peterson is showing a bunt, which I think is laughable. And Warren sets and fires a sinker inside corner for call strike one. Evens the count up at 1-1. And the next pitch is fouled off down the third base line to bring the count to 1-2. I'm not hearing the Death Star horn. Ah! And Warren sets. And Peterson swings over the curve for the strikeout. Now we hear the whistle.
Thank you. And that changeup he had, Warren has. Wow, that's an interesting.
That was a curveball.
Oh, I'm talking about his changeup. I'm behind you. Sorry.
And the batter is Jake Berger. He takes the pitch for call, strike one.
Jeez. Oh man, that swing and miss. Oh, that was beautiful. Come on, Warren. That was beautiful. Look at the lot.
And Warren sets and fires, and the ball is just a bit outside to even the count at 1-1. We're in the top of the second. There are two outs with a runner at first base. 1-1 count on Jake Berger, former Miami Marlin. And the pitch is in. Berger fouls it off and will move the count to 1-2. And there you go. I hear the Death Star speaker loud and clear. Jonah Heim is on deck. Warren sets. Now he takes a step off the mound. Warren sets and he fires. Strike three looking. Locked him up with a beautiful four-seamer on the outside corner. That's Warren's third strikeout of the game. We have Bellinger, Volpe, and Rice coming up to bat. So what is the pitch count that Warren is at now, DT?
Warren is at 35 pitches, 24 of them strikes, and he's had 5 Ks today, 5 strikeouts and 1 hit. That is I'm happy. I'm happy.
Well, my prediction for the game was 5 2/3, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 earned runs.
Actually, I'm right there with you. I would say my prediction was around that too. I'd like to see him go a little deeper in this game. That would, I think, would give him a lot of confidence.
The problem that you have with a young pitcher like Warren is the more strikeouts he gets, you eat up a lot more pitches.
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
All right. NY Yankee Mania. Joe, I'm glad you're happy. Who's happy?
Oh, come on. I'm trying to watch the game on this channel.
And we are back to the broadcast. You're getting a beautiful view of the stadium from third place. Okay.
We got Bellinger. Belly hitting 258. He's hitting 377 in May. He's my guy. On base percentage 331, and his slugging is 458. If you look at his stats in April compared to May, you will be blown away. This guy's on. Can't wait for this.
Well, now all we need to see is the first hit of the Yankees by Cody to extend his hitting streak to a career high 14 games. And I see that Jason Custodio is joining us here for the game. Appreciate you being here, brother. Uh-oh. Joe from NY Yankees Mania is reporting that Walker Buehler just got thrown out of the Mets game. Mets Red Sox game. So I'm curious what happened there.
This is an interesting stat, Ken. In the last 7 days, in games played, Bellinger's played 5 games. In 20 at-bats, he has 4 runs, 9 hits, 4 doubles, 2 home runs, and 7 RBIs and 3 walks. He struck out only 4 times.
All right. We're hopping into the stream a little bit late. Obviously, Bellinger got out because Volpe has a 2-2 count on him.
Yeah, my stream.
And the pitch is inside of Volpe. The count is now 3-2. Volpe chops the ball up the middle. Simeon is there and fires across to record the second out of the inning. They cut from the broadcast. These guys are screwing up tonight. Starting to piss me off.
My whole stream's getting messed up. What the? What is going on?
Ben Rice is coming up to bat.
That's not right. Oh, that's so frustrating.
Corbin is at 19 pitches on the game.
There we go.
And the first pitch is a sweeper inside for call, strike one.
Volpe sitting 234 on the season. OBP 321 and slugging's at 419.
Second pitch is off the plate. Evens the count at 1-1. And Rice hits a high drive to right field. And it is going, and gone. Ben Rice with the solo shot that goes into the upper deck. Yankees lead 1-0.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Ken. I'm like 10 seconds behind you. I just saw Volpe was up.
Their stream is screwed up.
Yeah.
They cut from the broadcast. Didn't see what Bellinger did at all. And Volpe had a 1-2 count on him.
I was right there. I was perfectly synced with you, and all of a sudden, I don't know what's going on. There it is. I see Rice now. Nice. Okay. Well, what was the stats on that home run there? I'd like to know how the mile per hour
And
off.
TJ LeMahieu is up to bat.
10th. That's Rice's 10th homer of the season. 370 feet.
And TJ chops it to the shortstop Schmidt, who fires across the diamond to record the final out of the inning. The Yankees do use the long ball to score. Yankees are up 1 donut on the Rangers as we come to the top of the third inning.
That was what a hit. What a Rice there. Wow. There's something different in his swing this year. There's patience at the start of his swing, and right at the end is when he puts the oomph into it. It's different from last year. It's amazing. I really like watching Ben Rice right now. He's improved so much from last season. Well, look at
he is definitely doing better.
I love that swing when he really connects. There's a nice swing there.
And let's see, Jason Custodio. There goes my DJ prediction.
People keep trying to tell me, Ken, to do my own channel. I'm not doing my own channel. Anyone who keeps bugging me, all I have to say is I'm here to support Ken. I'm here to support Joe. And anyone who's willing to bring me on, I'm cool with that. But I am not starting my own channel. I like supporting other people's channels. That's what it's all about. Support.
It's like an athletic supporter.
Yeah. Yep. No, I like supporting you, Ken. I like supporting Joe. I've always supported NFE 161, the ASAV, all the good channels, Nathan, all the people who've really supported both you and Joe recently. They're great guys, and you got to throw a shout out for them because those people don't need to be kind to us. They could be, negative people, and they're not. They're very positive people, and they help spread the word. And I really like that. In the morning show today, it was really nice to have Nathan in there. And, I just think this is quite the community we have of fans.
And Warren sets. The first pitch is fouled off to bring the count to 0-1. Jonah Heim is the batter.
He's batting 254.
And Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is bounced slowly to DJ LeMahieu, who flips it to Paul G to record the first out of the inning.
Haggerty's next. Haggerty's hitting 278, 316 OBP, and a 333 slugging.
And Warren sets and fires the first pitch. Is in there for called strike one. Beautiful four-seam fastball rode back across the inner portion of the plate. And Warren sets and fires the next pitch. Is swung on and missed. The count is now 0-2. Now, if Warren does the smart thing, he's going to go away. And there is a curveball in the dirt to bring the count to 1-2. Important to change the eye level. And the second pitch is a curveball down low to bring the count to 2-2. And the pitch to Haggerty is up. It's hitting high to deep right, but Judge is on the warning track, camping, and he records the second out of the inning.
So we're back to the top of the order. Smith hitting 293 on the year, as I said, but he struck out in the first inning at his first at bat.
And a comment from Jason Custudio. Joe and Ken is YouTube gold, and CT is the mediator. Love it. Be honest, it is a good formula. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm letting Ken do the play-by-play. I'm just doing the numbers, and if I can chime in and throw anything out.
And the count is 1-0 on Josh Smith, and the pitch is in. And this one is hit. High fly ball to right center. And it looks like Grisham is going to take it to put him away. And Warren retires the side 1-2-3.
I'm feeling good about Warren right now.
We have Wells, Peraza, and Goldschmidt coming up to bat.
I would like to see Wells get going. He just needs a boost here. There's something going on with Wells, but I think maybe it's the food poisoning like Belly got. But Belly got over that. So anyways, I'm joking. I think Wells is going to start getting somewhere here hitting wise, but I know he's not your guy, even though he is your guy, Ken.
I don't have a guy. I support all team members. So long as they wear the uniform, I'm with them. Juan Soto took the uniform off. I'm not with him.
Yeah. Actually, Dev brought up something. I think that would be great. Have you ever talked to NFE about doing a play-by-play with him, Ken?
I've done play-by-plays with NFE.
Oh yeah, duh. Oh duh. Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, you guys have. I've watched them. You guys, that would be cool. Maybe you could get him on your channel for a game. But he does his own play. But okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he backed down to doing singular play-by-play because he and I did every play-by-play that was done on Strike Zone together.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm sorry. I totally got a brain fart. I'm still waking up. I didn't have my coffee today.
But he wanted to fly on his own, so all the success.
We just got to wish people good luck. And he's been kind. He's a good guy. I like NFE. I never had a problem with
I'm not saying anything bad. He just wanted to do play-by-plays.
Yep. Nope. Like that's the thing I really like about our community is like NFE's come on Joe's show. You've been on NFE's show. We've had 161 on. We've had all these different content creators come on and join. Nathan joined this morning.
And the first pitch to Wells is down low for ball one.
Good stuff. Good community we have here. Okay, I can close.
And the second pitch is off the plate to bring the count to 2-0.
Wells is batting 207 on the season.
And Wells swings over the, I think that was a slider. Yep. And that brings the count to 2-1. Could have been a curve, but I think it was a slider. Slider down low. And we have Oswald Peraza on deck. And the pitch is a four-seamer down low to bring our count to 3-1. And another sinker comes in, and Wells swings over the top of it to bring the count to 3-2. Corbin is setting and firing, and Wells fouls the pitch off, and we'll reset and do it again. For those of you just joining our stream, it is 1-0. We are in the bottom of the third, and the count is 3-2 to Austin Wells. Corbin sets and he fires, and the ball is inside for ball 4. So Austin Wells works a walk and is heading to first base. We have Oswald Peraza coming up to bat.
That slider a few pitches ago was nasty that Corbin threw. Wow. Come on behind you, Ken. I'm sorry. I'm working with you.
It's not a problem.
Yeah,
and the pitch is in. Broken bat to third, second to first, and it's the round the horn double play.
Nice. Corbin's got some nasty stuff. Jesus. Sorry to use that terminology. Sorry. I shouldn't have said
What's that?
Corbin, he has some nasty stuff still. Tonight, at least, when I'm watching, like, let's look at that. That foul ball was a sinker Wells hit off.
And Corbin's first pitch is a curveball on the outside corner call, strike one to Goldschmidt. The pitch was 60 freaking miles an hour, if you can believe that.
Wow.
Corbin sets and he fires. Pitches inside. Evens count at 1-1. Paul G is 0 for 1 on the night. And the pitch is into Goldschmidt, and he swings over the top of a changeup. Count is now 1-2.
Wow.
And the pitch is in, and Goldschmidt hits it. It is gone to right field, but it is going to make the seats, and we'll redo it again. The count is still 1-2. Two outs.
Last season, Corbin's ERA was 5.62. This year's ERA is 3.35. What an improvement. What an improvement.
It's gone up.
Left. He's got magic left. Doesn't mean I like him.
And the pitch is in. And Goldschmidt lines it to left field. Solid base hit. And that was a high pitch in the strike zone, and he has a quick bat and just snapped it.
I know some of you might be young, but there's a song by the band Heart called Magic Man. And Goldie's been our magic man, and also Belly's been our magic man. This is what I mean. Actually, I won't even bring it up. Both you and I agree on we're not bringing that up anymore.
And Grisham is up to bat, and he takes a slider inside corner for call, strike one. Grisham is 0 for 1 on the day with a flyout. And the next pitch is in. It is a slider down low to even the count at 1-1. We are in the bottom of the third. The score is 1-0 Yankees. There are 2 outs with a runner at first, and the count is 1-1 to Trent Grisham. And the pitch is a called strike, bringing the count to 1-2. He threw a sinker that just clipped the outside corner.
Hey, Ken, that's an interesting stat. The ball that Goldie hit came off his bat at 109 miles per hour. He hasn't been hitting the ball like that the last. I actually, you had mentioned it the second half of last season. So yeah, no, that makes sense. But that was a hard hit ball. Jeez.
Yep. And Corbin throws over to first to get the runner back. And that's the second disengagement. So if he goes over to first again without getting an out, it's a balk and Goldie will be awarded second. Grisham is waiting in the box patiently on a 1-2 count. The pitch is fired, and it is off the plate to bring the count even to 2-2. He's trying to get the slider to nibble. And the pitch is in, and the runner goes, but it is fouled off.
Now I see what you're talking about. So Corbin's over 40 pitches now.
Yep.
In the third, you could still go.
And Corbin sets and he fires. The ball is down low. It looks like Grisham did not check his swing, and he's down on strikes. Heim fires to first base to complete the out. So that is 3 away.
Let's look at this for a second. So who's coming up? We got Langford, Jung, and Garcia coming up.
It's Young. It's a German spelling of it.
Oh, Young. Sorry, Young. Yeah. I'm sorry, and I'm German.
No, Young, like that. young boy or young man.
Young. Okay, I'm German. I should know that.
Well, my wife was born in Berlin and
really?
speaks fluent German. Her mother's a German national, the one that just passed away.
I used to be able to speak a lot of Russian. I took it because I had the opportunity in my class to take Spanish, French, or Russian, and I was the stupid person who went, "Oh, you know what? Russian. No one else is doing that. I'll try that." Yeah. Anyways, what's cool about the Russian language though is there is no W in their alphabet. So anything that's a W is a V. So if you wanted to say water, it's a Vater. If you wanted to say a name like Walter, it's Walter. It makes Walter sound very evil, that name. Walter, I'm sorry, Ken. I'm like 10 seconds behind your stream. I'm trying to keep up with you. This is weird. I was perfectly in sync with you. And then the minute you had a problem, I had the same problem. And now that I'm back on, I'm way behind you. This is weird.
It happens.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, it's so frustrating. When I'm in Connecticut, I don't have this problem. Because I come home.
Are you having fun?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Actually, no, I just slept today. I was really tired. That's
the important thing.
And
Warren is back on the bump. Langford is at the plate. He's 0 for 1 on the night. And Warren fires a pitch outside to bring the count to 1-0. Warren is at 44 pitches on the game. Sweeper had a lot of runs, CT.
Yeah, yep. 45.
Langford lined out in the first inning.
30 of his pitches have been strikes out of the 45.
And the next pitch is in. It's a sinker for call. Strike one to even the count at 1-1. Weaver sets and he fires, and Langford swings through the pitch to bring the count to 1-2. And I don't hear the Death Star speaker once again.
I guess they don't love Will Warren.
Guess not. And Warren sets and he fires, and the ball is just a little outside to even the count up at 2-2. Sweeper had a sharp bite on it. And Warren sets and he fires, and the ball is in the dirt. Bringing the count to 3-2. And the pitch is in, and it is popped up, foul, and out of play. So we will reset and do it all over again. Warren is at 50 pitches on the game. And he sets and fires, and he catches him looking. So that is the 6th strikeout for Warren. And you hear the whistle going off in the background.
Look at his stats right now. 3 1/3, 1 hit. He's given up 6 strikeouts. This is what we needed to see out of Will Warren. He's proven it to me. I have to eat my words because I was.
And the pitch is lined to right field. Josh Young picks up a single. Aaron Judge fires the ball in.
So now I'm going to eat my words on that.
And it's funny. Androlis Garcia is coming up, and they've got Josh Jung's stats. Dumbass. Garcia is 0 for 1 on the night, though. And the first pitch is low and away for ball 1. Garcia struck out in the second on 3 straight pitches. And the pitch paints the outside corner to even the count at 1-1.
Garcia's batting .220 on the season.
Don't say what so fast. And he swings over the top of the sweeper to bring the count to 1-2. Wells fires the ball down to first base, but Young is back on his face, getting a little bit nasty in that dirt.
Hey Ken, of Warren's pitches, he's got the 4-seam, the 2-seam, a slider, a good changeup
And
ball.
the slider is swung over by Garcia for strike 3. Another whistle, and go grab some bench, baby.
Nice. But Ken, I'm interested. His mix includes, a 4-seam, a 2-seam, a slider, a changeup, and a curveball. What do you think is his most dangerous pitch?
2-seam.
2-seam. Yeah.
And the pitch into Simeon is called for strike 1. Simeon is 1 for 1 on the night. He had a single over Goldschmidt's head, a broken batter. And the second pitch is in for ball 1. And the pitch is in there. Called. Strike two. Paints the outside corner. So the Death Star horn is sounding off at the stadium. We are in the top of four. The score is 1-0. There are two outs with a runner at first. Marcus Semien is up to bat, and the count is 1-2. And the pitch is hit to right field. Judge is going into the corner, and it's going to make the stands. Aaron, do not run into the brick wall, please.
No.
Warren is on at 60 pitches on the evening. We are in the top of the fourth. Score is 1-0 Yanks. Two outs, runner at first, and a 1-2 count on Marcus Semien. Semien is hitting 179 on the season. And the pitch is in there, and it's a swing and a miss for Warren's 8th strikeout of the game.
My only issue with Warren right now is his pitch count. He's having a hell of a game, but his pitch count, he's at 61 pitches in the fourth inning. You know, I don't know. I think we'll get 6. If he gets on I hope he gets on a flow here.
Well, if you look at it, he's on a 15-pitch clip an inning.
Okay, yeah. I didn't look at
15 pitches for the next inning for 5 puts him at 75.
Yeah.
Then he's into 90 into 6th. So he will make 6 if he keeps his pitch count reasonable.
Hopefully Boone puts him in for one more batter if he's doing good still. I'd like to see Boone show some confidence with Warren and throw him out there in the 7th for the first bat if he gets that far. You know, I think Boone needs to do that. You know, the other night, I think you and I talked about, I didn't like how they left Cruz in there and they didn't bring in Williams. I think that was a perfect opportunity to switch sides there or switch don't push Cruz, put Williams in there. And, you're trying to boost both of those players' confidence. And I think in that moment before Cruz loaded the bases in the Mets game, you should have had Williams out there. I still... We don't need to get into it, but I to this day, I'm going to argue on that one.
Understood.
Another Boone mistake. But we don't make fun of Boone on here.
And here's an astute observation from Joe. You got to remember, when you strike out a lot, the pitch count goes up. And the captain is stepping up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 on the night. Corbin fires his first pitch in, and Judge lines it into center field for a base hit. And the hit parade keeps going on through. And Cody Bellinger is coming up.
Come on,
this will be his opportunity to extend his 14-game hitting streak. Or extend its 13 to 14.
Judge is back over 400. He had gone down to 399. He's back at 402.
And the pitch is inside for call, strike 1.
Can't make that up. Oh, my gosh. Come on, Belly. Hitting 256 on the season.
Corbin sets and he fires, and the pitch is way off the plate. Count evens up at 1-1.
I said Belly was batting under 200, 180 in April. 253 in May. He's batting 377 in May.
The pitch clips the outside corner. Nice sinker to bring the count to 1-2.
Patience is a virtue at the plate.
And the pitch is in. Judge is stealing, and he makes it to second. Runner in scoring position. That was not a very good throw by Jonah Heim, and Judge beats it in easily. And the count on Bellinger goes to 2-2. Corbin sets and he fires, and it is looped into center field, and it's going to drop in there.
Yes.
Judge held up, but he made it to third. We have runners at first and second with no outs, and Bellinger extends his hitting streak to 14 games, a career high for Cody. Congratulations.
Awesome. I'm telling you, I've been calling this since like mid-April. I was like, he's going to come through. Everyone was all worried, and I'm going, why are you guys getting worried? It's April. Sometimes it takes guys, and sometimes guys are hot in the spring. And remember, like Hideki Matsui, or not him, Kyle Kashioka, like a few seasons ago.
Anthony Volpe is up to bat.
He had
and the first pitch is in for a call, strike one. He grounded out in the second.
He had like 9 home runs in spring training, and then was flat when the season started. I like Kyle, though. He was a good catcher for us.
And Corbin sets, and he fires, and Volpe fouls the pitch off. Count is 0-2. And it looks like the infield is playing in. And the pitch comes in, and Volpe fouls it off. The count still remains 0-2. And this hit is going to be for Joe. You got to have faith, Joe. And the pitch is off the plate to bring the count to 1-2.
You got to remember how many runs he left on base the other game against the Mets.
Just like water off a duck's back. Got to let it go. Go to the next game.
True. Very true. Very true.
You'd never get up if you worried about stuff like that. And Corbin sets and he fires, and Volpe shoots the ball foul down the third baseline.
In his last 7 games, he's batting .217.
It only takes one hit.
Yep, I agree with you.
A lot of sins get forgotten
with one hit. Yep.
Hey Joe, do me a favor. After Buehler got chunked, who came in to relieve?
Oh, that's too weird. Before I joined the show, I was watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So I'm like, Bueller. I'm like, thinking, oh, wow, that was weird.
Apparently, Volpe broke his bat. Now he's retrieved a new torpedo. And the 1-2 is in. And Volpe pops it up. Berger gives a look, but it's going to make the stands. Oh, torpedo bat, oh, torpedo bat. Give me a freaking hit.
Yeah, those things started the season so popular, and all of a sudden, we got Rice.
As I said, the bat is just a tool.
So we got Rice coming up.
And the pitch is in. It is way inside. Spins Volpe out of the way. Should have taken one for the team. But the count is leveled at 2-2.
Man, I'm really off on my stream. Who is? Oh, Volpe.
They're checking the replay to see if Volpe got hit. I don't think he did. And the home plate umpire is signaling to spin it up. Corbin sets. And he fires, and the 2-2 count is inside. And the count has been worked from 0-2 to 3-2.
Corbin so far has pitched 3 innings, 57 pitches, 1 K, 1 walk, 1 run, and 4 hits, 1 earned run.
And Corbin fires, and Volpe hits a freaking pop up to the third baseman. And Jung puts the ball away, and the runners remain in place. First opportunity with runners scoring in scoring position failed.
Wow, 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 wow. Oh, holy cows. Oh,
And
gee.
Ben Rice is coming up to bat.
You know,
He is
Joe,
1-for-1 on the day with a solo home run into
you
the
know, you
upper
know,
deck of right field.
Joe's gonna rub that in the morning.
And the first pitch from Corbin is outside to bring the count to 1-0. For those hopping in the stream, we are in the bottom of 4. The Yankees lead 1-0. Runners are at first and third with 1 out. Ben Rice is up to bat, and the count is 1-0. And a slider that Rice swings over the top of to even the count up at 1-1.
In the last 7 games, Rice has been at bat 21 times, has 5 hits, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and has walked once, struck out 4 times, has an average of 238.
And Rice hits a fly ball to center field. Haggerty goes back, and he makes the play, but Judge is going to tag, and the Yankees take a 2-0 lead. That was a freaking awesome catch by Haggerty. He was running backwards and backhanded it as he leaped in the air.
Hey, Ken, can I come join you in 2 seconds? My stream went back out. I'm
Sure.
like a minute behind you, and this is driving me nuts. Let me just try something, and I'll come back on in like a minute or two. Give me
It's not a problem. Do it.
Okay, give me a second. Give me a second.
Yep. And Corbin throws over to first to hold the runner on. DJ LeMahieu is up to bat, and he is 0-for-1 on the night with a ground out in the second inning. And the pitch is in, and the runner goes, and he got him. Bellinger is thrown out at second. The Yankees get a run on 2 hits, and the score is now 2-0 Yankees. Yankees have 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. And the Rangers have no runs on 2 hits and no errors. So we have just passed an hour on our stream, and the game is moving at a pretty good clip. Outstanding outing by Warren thus far. We've seen some spectacular defensive plays. Ben Rice hit a solo home run in the first inning and just drove in the second run of the game. So on the day, Rice has 2 RBIs. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button. If you are not subscribed, consider subscribing to Yankees, The Ugly Truth, and share this channel out with your friends, your neighbors, your family, your dogs, your cats. We hit a minor milestone today here on Yankees, The Ugly Truth, getting our 100th subscriber. So our next goal, I guess, is going to be 125. I want to thank you for all supporting this channel. Haven't been on that long, and appreciate the love and the flowers that we've gotten. And Will Warren is back. He's about to step on the bump. Jock Peterson is leading off. And the pitch is in. It is a nice four-seam fastball in there for call, strike one. Peterson is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in the second inning. Warren sets and he fires, and Peterson fouls it off. The count moves to 0-2. I don't hear the Death Star speaker again. They have no love for Warren tonight. Warren sets and he fires. The ball is a curve just in the dirt, bringing the count to 1-2. Warren sets and he fires, and the ball is tapped weakly to Warren. He fires across to Goldie at first to record the first out of the inning. And Berger is stepping up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 on the night. And Warren sets and he fires a sweeper that is swung over the top of by Jake Berger. Bring our count to 0-1. This evening, Warren has thrown 11 of 16 first pitch strikes. Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch is down low, sinker. Count is now 1-1. Berger is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in the second. Warren sets and he fires, and the ball is just a little outside to bring our count to 2-1. Warren is at 68 pitches on the game. He sets and he fires, and Berger goes after the sweeper that is off the plate to even the count up at 2-2. And Warren sets and he fires, and the ball is tapped to Oswald Peraza, who fires across the dugout. Goldie digs it out of the dirt to record the second out of the inning. Name the Yankee. He played for the Rangers for 2017 to 2022. He was also with the Giants in 2022. He was with the Yankees in 23 and the Angels in 2024. He has a 241 batting average, 42 home runs, and 140 RBIs. Name that guy. Warren sets and he fires, and the ball is just low to Jonah Heim. Heim is 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out. And Warren fires the next pitch. It's a changeup down low. And Warren fires the pitch, and it is hit. It is driven to right field, and Judge is chasing it, and it bounces off the wall. Judge fires into second, but Hine is going to be in there with a double. It was a breaking ball that did not break enough and stayed on the plate. I thought it was out of the park, actually. Heim takes his lead from second. Haggerty is up to bat. And the first pitch is in for call, strike one. Nice four-seam fastball at the top of strike zone. Haggerty flew out in the third inning. And Warren sets and fires. The ball is in the dirt. Evens count at 1-1. And Warren sets and fires, and the ball is fouled down the third base line. Bring the count to 1-2. And Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is down low to even the count up at 2-2 on Haggerty. This is Warren. That was Warren's 77th pitch. Hey, Real Bill. Thanks for hopping in the stream. Appreciate it. Go take care of yourself, and we'll be here. And I agree. Let's go Yankees. And the count is now 3-2, and the payoff pitch is in there. And Haggerty watches strike three in the bottom corner. So that is Warren's strikeout number 9. No runs and a hit. And we are halfway through the game, heading to the bottom of the 5th. For those of you that are here, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to the Yankees The Ugly Truth, and share this channel out with your friends, families, your neighbors, anyone that you think may find value from this content. I appreciate y'all being here to support the stream. Thank you. And we are still in a commercial break. And DJ LeMahieu leads off, and he takes a slider across the middle for call, strike one. And the next pitch is inside to even the count up at 1-1. And the next pitch is in there for call, Strike two. Count is now 1-2. And DJ chops it up the middle. Simeon backhands the ball and fires to Berger at first to get LeMahieu and record the first out of the inning. Austin Wells is up to bat, and he takes the first pitch, a sinker across the top of the strike zone for strike one. Count is 0-1. Wells walked in the third inning, and he swings over the top of a slider. The count is now 0-2. And I see that Michael Yoder has joined the stream. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here. And the pitch is outside to bring the count to 1-2. For those of you just joining the stream, the Yankees are up 2-0. We are in the bottom of the fifth. There is one out. Austin Wells is up to bat, and it is a 1-2 count. And Wells swings over the top of another slider, and he is down on strikes. Most appreciated, Mike. And Oswald Peraza is up to the bat, and he fouls the first pitch off. The count is 0-1. Two outs, nobody on in the bottom of five, and Corbin sets, and he fires the pitch. It's off the plate. It's a 76-mile-an-hour changeup to bring the count to 1-1. Most appreciated, Michael. And Corbin sets and fires, and Peraza swings over the top of it to bring the count to 1-2. Corbin is 73 pitches deep into this game. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Count is 1-2 on Oswald Peraza. Great defensive third baseman, not much of a hitter. And the pitch is in the dirt to even the count up at 2-2. And Peraza is back in the box. Corbin sets and he fires. And Peraza swings over the top of that one for strike three. So that is 5 strong innings for Corbin. Smith, Langford, and Young will be up to bat. So we're facing the top of the order. And we're going to find out how nasty young Will Warren is going to get. So he's coming out for 6. Appreciate you coming in to say hi, Michael. Have a good night, Michael. Appreciate you dropping in. Don't forget to hit the like button before you go, though. Be most appreciated. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. And Warren's first pitch is into Josh Smith for ball one. Smith is 0 for 2 on the night. And the next pitch in from Warren is fouled off. Nice four-seamer that catches the inside corner. Evens count up at 1-1. Warren sets and he fires, and the ball is a changeup just off the outside of the plate. Brings the count to 1-2. Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. The count is now 3-1. Curveball looked like it got a little bit away from him. And we have Wyatt Langford on deck. And the ball is fouled off. Praz is giving it a chest, and he catches it in front of the tarp and falls over the tarp. He holds onto the ball to record the first out of the inning. Incredible play by Peraza. Incredible play by Peraza. Wonderful defense. And it looks like they are going to look at Peraza. He might have injured himself, fallen over the tarp and smacking into the wall. Looks like the trainer is flushing Peraza's eye. And Peraza receives a fine round of applauses from the fans. And Warren is about to face Wyatt Langford. Langford is 0 for 2 on the night with a lineout and a strikeout. And Warren sets and he fires, and the first pitch should have been a call, strike one, but the umpire said no, it is 1-0. And the next pitch is a sweeper just off the outside corner. Brings our count to 2-0. Warren has thrown 86 pitches on the night, so this figures to be his last inning. As Warren sets and he fires, and the ball paints the outside corner. Nice sinker that brings the count to 2-1. And the pitch is a four-seamer at the top of the strike zone that is swung through by Langford, even in the count at 2-2. Looks like Mark Leiter Jr. is warming up in the bullpen. Warren takes a step off the mound and is gathering his thoughts. We are in the top of the sixth. The Yankees lead 2-0. There is one out and a 2-2 count on Langford. Langford fouls the ball off to keep the count at 2-2. Will Warren is at 89 pitches on the night. Warren sets and fires. The sweeper is down low. We have a full count. Josh Young is on deck. And I see that Bam Bam has joined the stream. I want to extend my thank you for supporting this channel. And Warren throws a curveball down low to walk Wyatt Langford. Josh Jung is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is looped into left field for a hit. So Young has a base hit, and there are runners at first and second. And it looks like Blake is coming out to the mound. We have Andolis Garcia come up to bat. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts on the evening. For those in the stream, if you have not done it, please hit the like button. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you are subscribed, make sure you turn notifications on because we have a lot of quality content here. And share this channel out with your friends, your family, your neighbors, your friends, your dogs, your cats, anyone who may find value in this content. Garcia is stepping up to the plate. Warren is on the rubber. The runners are taking their lead. Warren checks on him and he fires a sweeper that is swung over the top for strike one. Count is 0-1. And it looks like Jacob Webb is warming up for the Rangers. So Corbin is out for the night. And Warren sets and he fires the pitch. Another sweeper that is beautifully locked on the outside corner. Garcia swings over the top. The count is 0-2. We are in the top of the sixth. The Yankees lead 2-0. Rangers have runners at first and second with one out. And Garcia fouls the pitch off. Count will remain 0-2. and we'll reset and do it again. Warren checks the runner at second, and he fires the pitch. Garcia hits it to right field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit, and the bases are going to be loaded. So 2 bloop singles on the inning, and the bases are juiced full of Texans. And Marcus Semien is coming up to the plate. He is 1-2. I'm surprised that Boone didn't come and bring Warren out of the game. And the first pitch is a sinker down low. It is 1-0. And Warren sets, and he fires, and he throws a nice sinker that catches the outside corner to bring the count to 1-1. I guess it's time for the young lad to get nasty. And the next pitch is a sinker that is inside to bring the count to 2-1. Warren sets, and he fires, and the ball is bounced foul to even the count up at 2-2. Warren steps back on the bump, takes a sign, he sets and he fires, and paints the outside corner for call, strike 3. Warren has eclipsed his career high with 10 strikeouts. Looks like Booney is coming to get the hook on him and get him out of there. Looks like Mark Leiter Jr. will come into the game. And deservedly so, Will Warren gets a standing ovation as he walks, gets his hands checked by the umpire. Jock Peterson is coming up to bat, followed by Berger and Heim. Hopefully we don't see the other two. So I'm going to step away real quick. And we are back from commercial break. And the first pitch from Leiter Jr. is a sinker that's on the outside corner for call, strike one. Jock Peterson is the batter. He is 0 for 2 on the night. And Leiter's pitch is fouled off. He's quickly ahead, 0 and 2. And as in customary fashion, the Death Star horn is going off at the stadium. Leiter sets and he fires, and the pitch is a splitter just off the outside of the plate. Count is 1 and 2. Leiter sets and he fires, and Peterson swings over the top of a splitter to record the third out of the inning. The Rangers leave the bases loaded, and we are headed to the bottom of the sixth. Yankees up 2-0. Okay, we have come back to the broadcast. And Goldschmidt is going to lead off the bottom of the sixth. The first pitch into Goldie is a ball. Goldie is 1 for 2 on the night. He singled in the third. And he takes a slider up high for call, strike one, to even the count at 1-1. For those of you just joining the stream, we are in the bottom of the sixth. The score is 2-0 Yankees. Nobody on, no outs, and the count is 1-2 on Paul Goldschmidt. And Corbett sets and fires, and the pitch is just off the plate. Cutter missed. Count evens up at 2-2. And the pitch is down, a slider that is 58 foot, bounces in front of the plate to bring the count to 3-2. Goldschmidt takes a timeout, steps out of the box. Corbin is at 80 pitches. And the pitch is in, and Goldschmidt hits it foul down the right field line. Nice play by the ball girl. And Corbin sets and fires. And the ball is down low, so that is a walk for Paul G. And the first pitch by Corbin to Grisham is a slider down low. The count is 0-2. Or Grisham is 0 for 2 on the night. The count is 1-0. Hey, Pasty, how you doing? And Corbin paints the outside corner for call, strike one. The count is evened at 1-1. The eye's doing okay, Pasty. Kids, you never can tell what they're going to do to you. It'll get better. And Corbin throws over to first to chase Goldschmidt back. He's in standing up. First disengagement. Corbin sets and he fires, and the ball is a slider just down low to bring the count to 2-1. Corbin sets and he fires, and Grisham hits a line drive to right field. So the Yankees have runners at first and second. Yeah, Pasty, I've had that experience with kids my entire life, being head-butted and kicked. And they think it's funny, but it's sort of cute, so you can't really get mad at them. And when my grandson popped me in the eye, it was an accident. Looks like Bruce Bochy is making his way to the mound to give Corbin the hook. And the captain is due up. We have Judge, Bellinger, and Volpe coming up this inning. Pasty, when they get older, like my grandson, when he knows he's doing something to aggravate me, he will run and he will wag his butt on in front of me and dare me to chase him. It's a game he likes to play. So just think, when your twins get older, you'll have two butt waggers at you. My color commentary guy, CT Card, seems to have gone missing in action. He went to reset his computer. That was 2 innings ago. So I'm not sure that he's coming back. So I guess I'm going to be the Lone Ranger. And it looks like Jacob Webb is coming in to take the reins. He has a 4.22 ERA, and the opponents are hitting 180 against him. Judge is up to bat. We have runners at first and second with nobody out, and the first pitch is a four-seamer right down the heart of Broadway, but Judge swings and misses. Count is 0-1. Webb sets and he fires, and the pitch is a changeup just off the plate, brings the count even to 1-1. And it appears that the crew chief has just thrown Bruce Bochy out for arguing balls and strikes, and now Bochy is heading to the field once again. Boch is going to get his money's worth on this one. And the book on Carlos Torres from the beginning of the game, he is one of the most hitter-friendly umpires there in the league. The pitch was close. Bruce Bochy just had his 87th ejection throughout his career. And Judge fouls the pitch off. The count is 1-2. And Webb sets, checks on the runners, and he fires, and the pitch is a sweeper off the plate to even the count up at 2-2. And Judge swings through a four-seamer on a high fastball for strike 3. And he is the first out of the inning. You don't often see Judge swing through a 93-mile-an-hour fastball down the heart of the plate, but it happens. Cody Bellinger is coming up to bat, and he takes a four-seamer inside to bring the count to 1-0. Bellinger is 1 for 2 on the evening with a single in the first. Webb sets, and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate, but it's called strike 1. Evens count up at 1-1. And Bellinger fouls the next pitch off, and Young makes the catch in foul territory for 2 down. Anthony Volpe coming up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a ground out and a fly out. Yankees have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Webb fires the pitch and Volpe fouls it away. Count is 0-1. Webb sets and he fires, and the pitch is up and out of the strike zone, bringing our count to 1-1. We have Ben Rice on deck. He hit a solo home run and had a sacrifice fly to bring in both Yankee runs. And the pitch is a four-seamer up and out of the strike zone. The count is now 2-1 on to Volpe. And the pitch is fouled away to even the count at 2-2. For those of you just joining the stream, we are in the bottom of the sixth. The Yankees are up 2-0. The count is 2-2 with two outs, runners at first and second. And the pitch is in, and Volpe bounces it foul, and we'll reset it and do again. So if you are a Powerball player, 2 on, 2 outs, 2-2 count, 2-0 lead. You think 2 might be a lucky number tonight? Webb sets and he fires, and Volpe pops a little fly shallow, and it drops in. And Goldschmidt is going to score. And the Yankees now lead 3-0. We have runners at second and third with two outs. Yankees up 3-0. And that was a nice little pop fly, just dropped into the devil's triangle. And because it was not touched, it's classed as a double. And Volpe gets his 26th RBI of the year. We have Ben Rice coming up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 on the night. He hit a solo home run in the first and had a sacrifice fly deep to center field to bring in our second run. And the first pitch is a changeup off the plate for ball one. Webb sets and he fires, and the ball is called strike one. Changeup that hits the outside corner. Count is 1-1. Webb fires, and the ball is down low. A changeup brings our count to 2-1. And the pitch is in there. And Rice hits a fly ball to right field, but it is going to be caught by Garcia on the warning track. The Yankees get a run on 2 hits, and the Yankees lead 3-0. And I will be right back. What did she say? What? And we are back. Sorry, I'm a tad bit light. Berger is up to bat. Leiter is still on the mound, and the count is 1-1. Leiter gets a pitch. It's driven into left center field, and Grisham chases it down. Basket catch on the warning track to record the first out of the inning. And I see that Real Bill is back. Appreciate you trying to hang with us, Bill. Glad to see you back in the stream, John the Beagle Dad. And the first pitch is up and away. The count is 1-0. Jonah Heim is the batter. And Leiter sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed to bring the count to 1-1. Beautiful sinker by Leiter Jr. And Leiter sets and fires, and the ball is fly to left field, and Ballinger is camped under it and makes the out to record the second out of the inning. And Haggerty is coming up to bat. Haggerty is 0 for 2 on the night with a fly up and a strikeout. And if you haven't been here, Bruce Bochy was thrown out of the game for arguing strikes and balls. And the first pitch in is a strike to Haggerty to bring the count to 0-1. And that was Bochy's 87th career ejection. Leiter sets, and he fires a nice curveball that catches the top of the strike zone. The count is 0-2. And in typical Yankee fashion, you hear the Death Star siren going off. We are in the top of the seventh. There are 2 outs. The count is 0-2. No runners on base. Leiter sets and he fires. And Haggerty swings and misses. So that is a 1-2-3 seventh. And the Yankees lead the Rangers 3-0. And we are going to go into the 7th inning stretch. And I am going to step away for a sec. Seventh inning stretch. The military veteran honored tonight was Second Lieutenant Michael Caputo, awarded the Bronze Star during his service in Vietnam. Is that the same Michael Caputo that is in and out of our streams? I want to thank all of y'all for joining me on this play-by-play stream this evening. If you haven't, please hit the like button. If you are not, please subscribe or consider subscribing, and share this channel out with your friends, your family, your neighbors, cats and dogs. Today here on the Yankees The Ugly Truth, we hit our first milestone, actually second milestone, and we got our 100th subscriber to this channel. So I appreciate all of y'all being there. The channel isn't even in existence without y'all, the subscribers. So thank you for supporting this channel. I most appreciate it. And it looks like Bosley is coming into pitch. Bosley. He has a 4.50 ERA. Opponents are hitting 227 against him. And the first hitter is DJ LeMahieu. He takes a sinker outside. LeMahieu on the night is 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. And the second pitch is up and out of the strike zone. And it looks like Devin Williams is warming up in the pen. Yeah, Bill, I saw that. And the next pitch is a sinker in for a call, strike 1. The count is now 2-1. Bosley sets and he fires, catches a changeup on the bottom of the strike zone. The count is now 2-2. Austin Wells is on deck. Bosley sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off by LeMahieu. Count still remains 2-2. Bosley sets and he fires, and the ball is down low to bring the count to 3-2. DJ is in the box. Bosley sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate for ball 4, and DJ works a leadoff walk. Austin Wells coming up to bat. Wells is 0 for 1 on the night. He walked in the 3rd inning. Bosley sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off down the 3rd base line into the stands, and the count is 0-1. Bosley sets and he fires, and Wells fouls the pitch off. The count is now 0-2. Bosley sets and he fires, and the ball is down low to bring the count to 1-2. Curveball bounced on the plate. Good eye for Wells. DJ takes his lead off first base. Bosley checks on him. He sets and he fires, and the ball is inside, but the umpire called it strike 3. Bad call. And Peraza is coming up to bat. Peraza is 0 for 2 on the night, and he pushes a bunt down the first base line. Bad bunt right to the first baseman in the air. Records the 2nd out of the inning. It was a line drive bunt to the first baseman. DJ makes it back to first base. That was horrible. And we have Paul Goldschmidt coming up to bat. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored this evening. Bosley fires, and the pitch is down low for ball 1. Count is 1-0. Bosley sets and he fires, and Goldie fouls it off into the right field stands. Count evens up at 1-1. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Yankees up 3-0. There is a runner at first base with 2 outs and a 1-1 count on Paul Goldschmidt. Bosley sets and he fires, and Goldie fouls it off once again. The count is now 1-2. Real Bill, that was a pitiful attempt at a bunt. You were right. I would have given it a -2. And the pitch is in, and Goldschmidt swings over the top of the pitch. He is down on strikes, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. And it looks like Devin Williams is coming into the game to pitch the 8th inning. Real Bill, how's your wife doing post surgery? And I hope you're feeling a little bit better. Glad to see you hanging with us on the stream. Most appreciated. We are still in a commercial break. We are about 2 hours and 22 minutes into the stream. For those of you that are here, the post game review is going to be on NY Yankees Mania 15 minutes after this game ends. So I hope that y'all take the time to jump over to NY Yankees Mania to check out the post game review. Quite sure that there will be a little bit of ranting and raving about Volpe's at bats in this game and where he's hitting from. So if you want a little bit of excitement, and the name that Yankee player is Willie Calhoun. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your wife's recovery is better, and I hope you feel better. And Devin Williams fires a four-seamer. Josh Smith swings through it for strike one. The count is 0-1. We're in the top of the eighth. Smith is 0 for 3 on the night. And Williams sets, and the changeup is down low, and it looks like Smith successfully checked his swing. In his 0 for 3 tonight, Smith has a strikeout, a groundout, and a foul out. Williams sets, and he fires. And the batter lets the bat fly. Smith is going to recover his bat that is sitting on the foul ground dirt. The count on Smith is 1-2. We're in the top of the eighth with no runners on and no outs. Williams sets, and he fires, and the ball is fouled down the left field line. Williams sets, and he fires. The ball is down low. Changeup broke a lot, and it looks like we have Wyatt Langford on deck. Williams sets, and he fires, and the ball is popped up. Volpe has got the ball. He's tracking it, and he makes the catch to record the first out of the inning. Wyatt Langford is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night, 0 for 2 on the night. And Williams fires a changeup off the plate to bring the count to 1-0. People on Yes Network are really screwing up. They're bringing up figures and facts for the wrong people. Williams sets, and he fires, and the ball is another changeup. This time it's inside. The count is 2-0. And the pitch is in, and Langford fouls it away to bring the count to 2-1. Comment from Real Bill. I think some folks got mad at me this morning when I told them that Boone was not moving Volpe. He's not moving him. And the next pitch is a ball. The count is now 3-1 on Langford. And Williams sets, and the ball is hit sharply down the third base line. It's going to make its way into the corner. Cody Bellinger digs it out, and Langford picks up a double to put the first runner on base for the inning. They're doing the replay, and that is just out of the reach of Peraza's diving glove. Josh Young is up to bat. He is 2 for 3 on the night with 2 singles, and Williams fires a changeup down low. Count is 1-0. We are in the top of the 8th with the Yankees leading 3-0. There is a runner at second with 1 out, and the count is 1-0 on Josh Young. Williams sets, and he fires the ball outside, brings the count to 2-0. Williams checks on the runner at second. He sets and he fires, and Jung fouls the ball off and brings the count to 2-1. Williams sets, and he fires, and the pitch is way off the plate. The count is now 3-1. Devin Williams is 15 pitches into this inning. Williams sets and he fires. Jones swings over the changeup to bring the count to 3-2. And Williams checks on the runner. He sets, and the payoff pitch is here. And Jung swings and misses. It's strike 3. The whistle is going off. And that is 2 outs in the inning. And Adolis Garcia is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the evening, and the first pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Williams sets, and he fires. And Garcia swings over a changeup. The count is now 0-2. The Death Star whistle is going off at the stadium. Williams checks on the runner at second. He sets and he fires, and the ball is down low. Count moves to 1-2. And it looks like Milner, a left-handed pitcher, is warming up in the Rangers bullpen. Williams sets and he fires, and it's squibbed foul, and we'll reset and do it again. Count remains at 1-2. Looks like Garcia broke his bat, and he's heading to the dugout to retrieve a new piece of lumber. So it gives Williams a bit of time to walk around the mound. Garcia is heading back to the plate. He digs in, and the umpire is indicating to spin the clock. Williams gets to the rubber. We're down to 10 seconds. He sets, and he fires, and the pitch is down low in the dirt. The pitch gets past Wells. Langford advances to third. Williams sets and brings the 2-2, and it is up and out of the strike zone. The count is now 3-2. And Williams sets, and he fires a fastball that is swung on and missed to record the third out of the inning. The Rangers get a hit, leave the runner stranded at third, and we are going to see Grisham, Judge, and Bellinger coming up to bat in the bottom half of the eighth. So another good outing by Devin Williams. Would not be surprised to see him move back into the closer slot. Cut the cheese. You're right, Bill. One of these days, we might actually get you on here to call play-by-play with myself and Joe. Yeah, and Williams' last 9 games, opponents are hitting .083 against him, so he's getting it done. The only danger with Devin is him losing the strike zone and walking batters. Whenever he does that, then bad things tend to happen. And Grisham is leading off in the bottom of the eighth. Bosley throws the first pitch, and it is outside. Grisham is 1 for 3 on the evening with a single in the sixth. Bosley sets, and he fires, and the ball is down low, bringing our count to 2-0. For those of you just joining the stream, we are in the bottom of the eighth. The Yankees are up 3-0. There is nobody on, no runners out, and the count is 2-0 on Trent Grisham. Bosley fires the pitch, a beautiful four-seamer that catches the bottom of the zone, brings our count to 2-1. Bosley sets and fires, and Grisham fouls the ball off to bring the count to 2-2. We see the captain, Aaron Judge, in the on deck. Luke Weaver is warming up in the pen, so it is a safe situation for Dreamweaver. Grisham steps out of the box, takes time out, gets a couple of practice swings in there. Now he's getting back into the box. Bosley is setting. Time is set up on the outside portion of the plate. And the ball is hit into right center field. Haggerty cuts it off, and Grisham leads off with a single. Grisham is 2 for 4 on the night. Indeed, it was a nice hit, Bill. And Bosley sets, and Judge hits a drive. It's going. It's on the track. It's on the wall, and it is gone. A 2-run homer by Aaron Judge. Once again, he smacks another home run off the Rangers. Judge's 16th homer of the season. It went 99.8 miles an hour, 326 feet. Yankees advance the lead to 5-0. And we have Belly coming up to bat. And once again, another multi-hit game for the captain. Belly is up to bat, and he takes a curveball off the plate for ball 1. Belly this evening, if you hadn't followed, is had a hit in his second at-bat, giving him a 14-game hitting streak and a career high. Bosley sets, and he fires a four-seamer that is off the plate, ball 2. And now Weaver is set down, and it looks like Ian Hamilton is up. And the pitch is in. It is a changeup in for a call, strike 1. Bosley sets, and Belly hits a high fly ball. Looks like the first baseman, Berger, is going to put it away for the first out of the inning. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with the Belly anymore, Real Bill. Anthony Volpe is up, and the pitch is off the plate to bring the count to 1-1. I missed the first one. They keep showing the Judge home run on the Yes Network stream. And the pitch is in, and Volpe hits a drive to center field, and Haggerty is on it and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And the Yes Network is advertising the Yogi Berra U.S. Navy bobblehead night on Friday, June 6th at 7:05. Happens to be coincidental with D-Day, which Yogi was at. And for the 7th time, we are looking at the Judge home run. Ben Rice is stepping up to the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the night, and he takes a curveball. Rice is 1 for 2 tonight with a solo home run and a sac fly. He accounted for the first 2 runs of the game. Bosley sets and he fires, and that is a line drive into right field for Ben Rice, his second hit of the night. Yeah, Judge definitely hits to all fields with power. And DJ is up to bat, and he takes the first pitch in there for call, strike 1. Bosley sets, and he fires, and the pitch is down low and away to even the count up at 1-1. Yeah, without a doubt, Bill. Rice is definitely a pull hitter. And the pitch is hit up the middle. Simeon makes the play and steps on the bag to record the third out of the inning. And we are headed to the top of the ninth. Looks like Ian Hamilton is going to be coming into the game. We are 2 hours and 43 minutes into the stream. So if all works out, we will be done before we hit the 3-hour mark. And that'll be the quickest game that I've called this year. Indeed it was, Real Bill. Indeed it was. Are you going to hop over to Joe's post-game review on NY Yankees Mania? Or are you calling it a night after this one? Yeah, Bill, I definitely think there's a Volpe rant coming. And we're back to the broadcast. I'm trying to run without the patch. The rubber band is hurting my head, and I seem to be okay for now. Tried it this morning for about an hour, and my eye was doing fine, and then it started fading. They told me it could take up to 6 weeks for the nerves and the muscles to stop swelling and give me my full eye movement back. But other than that, I'm all right. Ian Hamilton has an opponent batting average of .093. He has a 4.61 ERA in 13.2 innings pitched. And he brings the first pitch in. It's on the hands of Simeon. It's grounded to Peraza, who fires across the diamond to record the first out. 1 pitch and 1 out. And for those of you still here, tomorrow's game is at 7:05, and it is on Amazon Prime. I believe if you're subscribed to MLB TV, you can watch that game still. We have 2 more games, and then we're off to the West Coast and starting in Colorado. And Jock Peterson takes a 96-mile-an-hour sinker for call, strike 1. He is 0 for 3 on the night with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Hamilton sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off, and the count is 0-2. We are in the top of the ninth. Yankees lead 5-0. There is 1 out, no runners on. Jock Peterson is up to bat, and he has an 0-2 count. And the pitch is in. It's up and out of the strike zone to bring our count to 1-2. And the pitch is inside for ball 2. The count is evened up at 2-2. Yeah, cold Italian pizza, it is definitely an odd schedule. I thought it was, when I looked at it to begin with, it was going to be our hardest month of playing ball. And the pitch is in. It is goes all the way back to the backstop. The count is now full, 3-2. Top of 9 with a 5-0 lead. The Yankees, no runners on and 1 out. Count 3-2 on Jock Peterson. And the pitch is fouled off, and we'll reset and do it again. And the pitch is up and out of the strike zone for ball 4. Peterson works a walk. And they are showing tomorrow's matchup, Jacob DeGrom versus Ryan Yarbrough. And the first pitch is fouled off into the upper deck of the right field stands. Some happy fan has the ball, and the count is 0-1. Hamilton sets, and he fires, and the ball is hit into left center field. Bellinger is there, tracks it, and makes the catch. So that is the second out of the inning. Jock Peterson retreats back to first base. And catcher Jonah Heim is coming in to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the night with a double in the 5th inning. And Hamilton sets. And he fires, and the pitch is just off the plate for ball 1. Hamilton gets the sign, checks on the runner. He sets and he fires, and the ball is up high and out of the strike zone. The count is now 2-0. Hamilton fires and catches the inside corner with a sinker and brings the count to 2-1. Hamilton sets and he fires. Another sinker, call, strike 2. The count is 2-2. The Death Star siren is sounding. Yankee fans are getting on their feet, anticipating the strikeout. And The Rangers are down to their last strike. And the pitch is in there, and it is driven to right field. It is deep, and that ball is out of here. Heim hits a 2-run homer to put them on the board. Yankees 5, Texas 2. So it went from sugar to shit in a heartbeat. That was a cement mixer right down the middle of the plate, and he teed off on it. Haggerty is up to the plate, and he fires the first pitch in. It's a sinker off the plate. Count is now 1-0. And if Dreamweaver was to come in, this would actually be a safe situation now. And the pitch is ripped into right center field, and it gets past a diving judge. Haggett is rounding second, heading to third, and he is going to make it standing up. That is a 2-out triple. And once again, another pitch up in the middle of the strike zone. My bet is that Luke Weaver is going to end up getting up and coming in for this game. And Booney is coming out. He is bringing the hook to jerk Hamilton's butt out of the game and bring Luke Weaver back into the game. It is now a safe situation. And we are in a commercial break. That one turned ugly real quick. Real Bill, you are absolutely correct. That did stink. I mean, regardless of the team, I don't care if you throw 97 miles an hour. If you leave it in the middle of the plate, it's hittable. Yeah, Judge's 2-run dinger is the difference in the game. Warren deserves the win, and we need to close this one out. And we are back to the broadcast. Luke Weaver is on the bump. Hitters are hitting a .09 once against him. His ERA is a 44. He has 22 strikeouts and 6 walks. So now it is Dreamweaver's time to shine. Josh Smith, the leadoff hitter, is up to bat. And the first pitch is a fastball off the plate. The count is 1-0. The score is 5-2 Yankees. We're in the top of the ninth. There's a runner at third, and there are 2 outs. Weaver sets and he fires. And the ball is popped up. It is shallow right field. Judge is closing on it. LeMahieu calls him off and makes the play to record the third out. The Yankees win 5-2. Great outing for Will Warren. Ben Rice had some great at bats. Judge had a 2-run dinger. And the Yankees take the first game of this 3-game set. I want to thank all of y'all that have been in the stream with me this night. Thank you for supporting the stream. Before you leave, if you would please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe please and share this channel out. We are going to be going offline here in about a half a minute, but I encourage everyone here to hop over to NY Yankee Mania to catch the post-game review. It is going to start in about 15 minutes. So just before 10:15. Look forward to seeing you there. I'll be on the stream. Everyone have a good night, and we will see you in the funny papers. Let's go Yankees.